As simple is it in the world of Harry and Meghan, as we've often said before. Seemingly they find discord in many things, and of course situations that are simply not there. But this time, this particular drama involves His Royal Highness Prince Charles. So as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. Lovely to see all those brand new subscribers. Welcome one and all. Still blistering here in London, and of course wherever you are around the world, I hope the weather hasn't affected you too badly, and more importantly the weather here slightly calmed down. So for those that are sending all those lovely good wishes, telling me to keep cool, I've managed to survive, don't worry, but thank you. Your kind thoughts as ever are greatly appreciated. Think about those poor people whose houses were decimated with the heat over here. You know, terrible situations, and apparently the hottest day on record. So, you know, hearts go out to them. You know, who could have foreseen that, say 24 hours ago? Difficult times for lots of people. So good wishes, God bless. As ever though, to your breaking roll story of the day. This particular story is fascinating in itself because, you know, what you always find when people go off and do things is, when it doesn't necessarily go to plan, they start to blame other people, as we've often seen with Harry and Meghan, and here's the reason why. The bigger problem, of course, is when they first start out, they think that, you know, everything you do is going to turn to gold, and we saw that, didn't we, with the endless sort of deals that were coming fast and furiously, you know, the Better Ups and the Impact Officer, and then the Spotify, the Netflix, all of that sort of stuff. And really, you know, when you think about it, it should truly just set in place. I mean, they were mega deals, and as they say in the world of Hollywood, when you're hot, you're hot. People will pay for you, absolutely, and boy did they pay. But now, of course, they're paying in bigger things, if you like, because they haven't been delivered. And that's because when you have a celebrity, and they are celebrities of a certain culture, they don't necessarily feel the need to deliver on time, and we're putting that very kindly. But now, according to a very good source, one thing that Prince Charles did that's truly angered Meghan Markle and, of course, his son Prince Harry is this. The big situation, as we now know, is obviously for Prince Charles, he has to look after his own public relations, his own PR team. And really, being part of a royal family is, you know, a big operation, as we've often said. We've seen the sort of rehabilitation of Camilla through sterling hard work, dedication to the job, turning up, performing, as she rightly said, look up, get on with it. Great advice from, of course, the wonderful Duke of Edinburgh. But now, according to that good source, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry feel slightly deflated, possibly cheated, by the fact that Prince Charles has decided to take on a particular gentleman as the new head of communications for Clarence House and, inadvertently, Prince Charles and Camilla. Tobin Andre is the man who apparently can turn the fortunes around, particularly in the next 10 years, so they believe, in making sure that the Prince of Wales and Camilla are, well, you know, much loved, as they already are. But of course, as I say, it's a tabloid battle game. Now, the bigger problem for this particular situation really is this particular gentleman was a very big cheese, as they say, in the world of tabloid newspapers. That's right, his last big position was in fact with the Mail Online, Mail on Sunday and the Daily Mail Group. Now, we don't need to go into too much detail to understand exactly why Meghan and Harry are rightly furious in their own world. Currently, they're still in litigation with the Mail Online, the Mail Group. Of course, she's won a previous case before with the Mail Online, but they feel, of course, that of all the people, the companies that they could have picked someone from, perhaps this was the most ill-advised. Now, I don't know if anybody sent the memo to these two ex-royals to let them know that they don't really get to pick and choose exactly how His Royal Highness runs his own personal office, but obviously this particular gentleman, Tobin, was considered to be the best candidate. The one glitch that I would suggest is a little bit worried is that way back in the early noughties, he did appear in a reality show called Bare Necessities. So there's obviously a bit of a taste for the fame game himself, but it's very hard to find nobody who is totally unrelated to that in the current media world, as I'm sure you'll agree. But as for Harry and Meghan moving forward, should they be concerned about this? Well, not particularly, but on the other side of the coin, you can understand how they could possibly, alongside their team, make anything seem a major drama. As for Prince Charles and Camilla and the rest of the team out at Kensington Palace and Clarence House, they're ploughing ahead, making sure that their good works are seen by the right eyes right around the world by, more importantly, the right people. Maybe, Harry and Meghan, there's a lesson to be learned in that, given your recent performance at the United Nations. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.